Derek Pierce knows he's been here before. Not here on the Oblivion transit bus exactly, but he remembers, vividly, the driver offering him something. A second chance. Those exact words. But the conversation hasn't happened yet. It's 5:55 a.m., and outside the tinted windows, the sky holds that same pre-dawn grey it's held for the past 40 minutes. No lighter, no darker, just grey. Derek checks his phone. 5:55. He remembers checking it 10 minutes ago. Also 5:55. He must be confusing the times. Exhaustion does that. Except he also remembers, and this is the part that makes his hands go cold, he remembers the driver turning around in his seat, making eye contact through the rearview mirror and saying, "Everyone gets 1 second chance, Mr. Pierce. Question is, do you remember what you're trading for it? But that conversation is supposed to happen in 20 minutes. Derek knows this because he remembers it already. The same way he remembers the woman in seat 13B will cough exactly 3 times in the next 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, right on schedule. Derek closes his eyes, opens them. Still 5:55 a.m., still grey outside. And in the driver's rearview mirror, Derek sees the man's eyes, already watching him, already knowing. If you've ever had déjà vu so strong it felt like a memory, leave it in the comments. And subscribe, because this journey is about to make you question what you've already forgotten you paid. 3 hours earlier, or was it 4, Derek bought his ticket at the Portland terminal. $92 to Seattle. The 2:45 a.m. departure. Latest bus of the night. The ticket agent, a tired woman with reading glasses on a chain, barely glanced at him. Last seat available. Back row D. She slid the ticket across. Standard procedure. Normal. Everything normal. Derek remembers choosing the back because he wanted to sleep. The engine vibration helps. White noise. He's done this route before, twice actually, for work conferences. Boring drive up I-5. 5 hours, give or take. Nothing special about it. Except this time, when he boarded, the driver was different. Older than the usual drivers, maybe 65, 70, pale skin. Name tag said simply, Crane. First name, last name, just Crane. The man nodded once as Derek showed his ticket. Said nothing. That was fine. Derek preferred quiet drivers. The bus was nearly empty. 7 passengers total, counting Derek. A woman in 13B, auburn hair, cream-colored scarf, reading a paperback with a cracked spine. 2 rows ahead of her, a college kid in 8A with oversized headphones, head bobbing slightly. Near the front, 4C held a businessman in a rumpled suit, laptop bag on the empty seat beside him. A couple in their 60s occupied 6A and 6B, and somewhere in the middle rows, Derek caught glimpses of 2 more. A young woman with a canvas backpack and an older man in a Seahawks cap. 7 passengers. Derek counted them as he walked down the aisle. 7. He settled into seat D, last row. Window seat. Perfect. The vinyl was cold through his jeans. The bus smelled like diesel and something else, something faintly sweet. Air freshener, probably. Cherry or vanilla. Derek put his phone on airplane mode to save battery. 2:51 a.m. 4 minutes late. The driver closed the doors. The hydraulics hissed, engine rumbled to life. The businessman's laptop screen glowed blue in the darkness. The college kid's music leaked faintly from his headphones, something with heavy bass. The woman with the scarf turned a page. Normal sounds, normal people. Then Crane spoke over the PA, voice flat and measured. Duration of trip, undetermined. Next stop, when you're ready. Derek frowned. Weird phrasing, but he was tired. Probably misheard. He closed his eyes. The bus pulled out of the terminal, and that's when the memories that hadn't happened yet started. Derek opens his eyes. The clock on his phone, 5:55 a.m. He's been riding for 3 hours, should be close to Seattle. He looks out the window, highway, trees, gray sky. But here's what bothers him. He remembers this exact view, not from another trip. From this trip, 10 minutes from now. He remembers looking out this window, seeing this exact configuration of trees, that bent guardrail post, and thinking, I've seen this before. Which means right now, He's having the déjà vu of a déjà vu that hasn't happened yet. His brain is looping. Has to be. Sleep deprivation causes temporal confusion. He read that somewhere. Or did he? Derek tries to remember where he read it. Can't. The memory feels planted, artificial, like someone told him to remember reading it. Derek sits up straighter. He's done this drive a dozen times, knows the route. After Portland, you go north through Longview, Olympia, Tacoma, then Seattle, straight forward. But when he looks out the window now, he sees a sign. Castle Rock, 15 miles. Castle Rock, that's south of Longview. They should have passed it 2 hours ago. Derek leans forward, cranes his neck to see the front windshield. The highway stretches ahead, straight and empty. Another sign passes. Castle Rock, 15 miles. Same sign, exact same. Same faded green, same reflective white letters. Or is it a different sign? There are multiple signs for the same town, obviously. That's how highways work. But Derek remembers, there's that word again. He remembers this specific sign. He remembers the small dent in the lower right corner, shaped like a crescent moon. And when the next sign passes, it has the same dent, same position. Derek stands. His legs are stiff. He walks down the aisle toward the driver. The other passengers don't look up. Woman with scarf still reading. Same page. Derek can't tell. College kid still bobbing his head. Businessman's laptop still glowing that blue. Derek reaches the front. Excuse me, Crane? The driver doesn't turn, eyes forward. Yes, Mr. Pierce. How long until Seattle? We'll arrive when you're ready. Derek blinks. That's not what I meant. How many hours? Time is what you make of it on this route. Derek feels frustration rising. Can you just tell me where we are? Exactly where you need to be. Derek grips the metal pole beside the driver's seat. Listen, I saw signs for Castle Rock. We should have passed that hours ago. Now Crane looks at him, through the rearview mirror, eyes pale gray, almost colorless. Did we? Yes, I mean we should have. We're going north. Castle Rock is south of... Are you sure we're going north, Mr. Pierce? Derek points forward. Of course. We left Portland going... He stops. The compass app. He has a compass app. Derek pulls out his phone, opens it. The needle spins. Northwest, then northeast, then south. It stabilizes on southwest. They're going southwest, but the bus is clearly driving straight. The road doesn't curve. Derek looks up at the rearview mirror. Crane is smiling, faintly. You see, Mr. Pierce, direction is subjective. Derek returns to his seat, hands shaking slightly. He needs to ground himself, count something concrete. He counts passengers. 1 woman with scarf, 2 college kid, 3 businessman, 4 and 5 elderly couple, 6 woman with backpack, 7 man in Seahawks cap, 8 himself, 8 wait. There were 7 when he boarded. He counted, specifically counted. Derek stands again, walks slowly down the aisle. Woman with scarf, 1. College kid, 2. Businessman, 3. Couple, 4, 5. Woman with backpack, 6. Man with cap, 7. And Derek looks at seat 13B. The woman with the scarf. But there's someone else in 13A. A man, thin, maybe 40, wearing a grey hoodie. When did he get on? They haven't stopped, not once. Derek has been awake the whole time, hasn't he? The man in the hoodie looks up, makes eye contact, smiles. Long ride, huh? Derek nods slowly. Yeah. Were you here when we left Portland? The man tilts his head. Portland? No. I got on in Tacoma. Tacoma. But they haven't reached Tacoma. They're still south of... Or are they? Derek doesn't know anymore. What time did you get on? About an hour ago, maybe 2. Weird, though. Driver said the bus was full, but this seat was empty. Derek's mouth goes dry. Full? Yeah, full. All 14 seats occupied. 14. The bus has 36 seats. I think you mean 36. The man in the hoodie frowns. No, 14. I counted. Derek looks around. Counts seats. First row, 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D. Second row, 2A, 2B, 2C, 2D. He counts all the way back. 36 seats. He knows there are 36, but when he counts the physical seats he can see, he gets to 14. Then they start over, like the pattern repeats. His vision blurs. Derek sits back down, breathes, focuses. Then he realizes silence, complete silence. The engine rumble, gone. The road noise, gone. The college kids' music, gone. He can see the kid's head still bobbing, headphones still on, but no sound leaks. Derek looks out the window. They're passing at highway speed, 60, maybe 70 miles per hour, but there's no wind sound, no tire hum, nothing. He taps the window, makes a sound, his finger on glass, clear, but everything else is muted. Derek walks to the front again. Crane, do you hear that? Hear what, Mr. Pierce? Exactly, there's no sound. The engine is running perfectly. But I can't hear it. Crane's eyes find his in the mirror again. Perhaps you're listening to the wrong things. Derek leans closer, whispers, "What does that mean?" Crane's smile widens, just a fraction. "It means, Mr. Pierce, that some people hear what was, some hear what is, and some hear what will be. You seem confused about which you're hearing." Derek returns to his seat. He's shaking now, full body tremors. He looks at his reflection in the window. Normal, tired, scared. But behind his reflection, he sees the other passengers. The woman with the scarf, the college kid, the businessman, all reflected. But in the reflection, they're not looking down. They're all looking at him, directly at him. Derek spins around. They're looking down, reading, sleeping, laptop screen, normal positions. He looks back at the reflection, still staring at him. All of them, eyes unblinking. The woman with the scarf's mouth moves in the reflection. Derek can't hear her, but he can read her lips. He doesn't remember yet. Derek jumps up, confronts her directly. "What did you say?" She looks up, startled. "Excuse me? You just said something about me not remembering." "I haven't said anything, I've been reading." Derek points at the window. "In the reflection you—" He looks. The reflection shows her looking down at her book, just like she is in reality. Both versions synchronized now. "I'm sorry," Derek says. I'm very tired." The woman nods, sympathetic. "It's a long trip. Try to rest." But Derek can't rest, because now he notices something else. The passengers are breathing in sync, all of them. In, out, perfectly timed. Derek holds his breath, counts. The woman inhales, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhales, 1, 2, 3, 4. The college kid, same rhythm. The businessman, the couple, everyone, same count. Derek watches for 2 minutes, no variation, not once. He walks to the man in the hoodie. "Can I ask you something weird?" The man looks up. "Sure. Are you aware that everyone on this bus is breathing at the exact same rate?" The man considers this, then inhales, holds, counts, exhales. "Huh? You're right, that is weird." He doesn't seem concerned. "Doesn't that bother you? Should it?" It's not normal. People don't breathe in perfect synchronization. Maybe it's the air pressure. Altitude changes. Body adjusts. That almost makes sense. Almost. "What altitude?" Derek asks. "We're on I-5, sea level." The man shrugs. "Then I don't know, coincidence." Derek looks around, all still breathing together, in, out, and now his chest rising and falling, he realizes he's doing it too, matching them, without trying, his lungs following their rhythm. He holds his breath, forces himself out of sync. 30 seconds, 40. His lungs burn. He exhales, gasps, and immediately falls back into their pattern. In, out, in, out. Derek can't take it anymore. He stands in the aisle, shouts, "Stop the bus!" No one reacts. Not the passengers, not Crane. I said stop. The woman with the scarf looks up, calm. Is something wrong? Yes, everything. The time doesn't move. We're going in circles. You're all breathing together like some kind of... He stops, because now he remembers. He remembers this moment. He remembers screaming in the aisle. He remembers the woman asking if something is wrong. He remembers what happens next. The businessman will stand up. He'll say, "Son, you need to calm down." And he does. The businessman stands. "Son, you need to calm down," word for word. How did I... Derek's voice breaks. How did I know you were going to say that? The businessman frowns. You didn't. You're just upset. No. I remembered you saying it. Before you said it. The college kid removes his headphones. First time Derek's seen his face clearly. Dude, that's called prediction. People do it all the time. This isn't prediction. I remember this whole conversation. I remember you saying that's called prediction. I remember. He points at the elderly woman in 6B. You're going to tell me to sit down and breathe. You're going to say I'm having a panic attack. The elderly woman opens her mouth, closes it, opens it again. Well, you should sit down and breathe. You might be having a panic attack. Because I remembered it. Derek is crying now. He can't stop. I remember all of this. I remember getting to Seattle. I remember the driver offering me something, a second chance. I remember taking it. And I remember waking up back in Portland at the terminal buying this ticket again, like I'm stuck, like I already did this. Silence. All the passengers stare. Then the man in the hoodie speaks, softly. What did you give him? What? The driver. You said he offered a second chance. What did you trade for it? Derek's mind races. He tries to remember. The memory is there, right there. He can almost touch it. Crane turned around, said, Everyone gets 1 second chance, Mr. Pierce. Question is, do you remember what you're trading for it? And Derek said, What did Derek say? I don't... Derek's hands go to his head. I don't remember. I know I said yes. I know I gave him something, but I can't remember what. The woman with the scarf closes her book, stands, walks toward him. Up close, Derek can see her eyes are the same pale gray as Crane's. That's the price, she says quietly. The second chance costs the memory of what you lost the first time. Derek backs away. What are you talking about? She gestures around the bus. We all took it. We all paid. And now we ride until we remember. That's the deal. You get another try, but you forget what went wrong. So you can't fix it. You just ride. Hoping each loop is different. Hoping you'll remember before the end. Before the end of what? The woman points forward, through the windshield, and Derek sees it in the distance, a bridge, long, high, suspended over water. And he remembers. He remembers. The bridge. The way the bus's brakes screamed. The way the guardrail bent. The way the water came up so fast. The way he died. The first time. Oh God, Derek whispers. How many times have I done this? The woman returns to her seat. Does it matter? You'll forget again anyway. After. After what? But he knows. He already knows. Because he remembers. Crane's voice over the PA. Calm. Approaching the Tacoma Narrows Bridge, please remain seated. The same words as last time, and the time before that, and the time before that. Derek runs to the driver. Crane, stop the bus, I remember what happened. Crane looks at him in the mirror. Do you, Mr. Pierce? Then tell me, what did you lose? I lost. Derek stops. I lost my... What did he lose? His life. No, he's alive. Right now, he's alive. Your choice, Crane says. That's what you lost. The first time you died, you didn't choose it. Accident, brake failure, not your fault. But the second chance, that's a choice. Every loop, you choose to get on this bus. You choose to ride to the bridge. You choose to forget what you're really doing. Which is what? Derek's voice is barely a whisper. Deciding if you want the second chance or if you want to remember why you needed it. The bridge looms closer, suspension cables black against the gray sky. Derek looks back. The passengers watch him, all of them. breathing together, in, out, waiting. "What happens if I remember?" Derek asks. Crane's smile is sad. "Then you choose. Live with what you lost, or keep trading memories for another try." "And if I don't remember?" "Then we ride again." The bus's tires hum onto the bridge deck, metal grid beneath, the sound Derek couldn't hear before. Now it's deafening. Real. Too real. Derek closes his eyes, tries to remember. What did he lose? What did he give Crane? His memory. Yes, but memory of what? The bridge sways, just slightly. Morning wind. He remembers dying, remembers the cold water, remembers the darkness. But before that, before the bridge, before the bus. What was he doing in Portland? Why was he going to Seattle? The answer is right there, behind a curtain in his mind. He reaches for it. The brakes scream. Derek's eyes snap open, and he remembers. Derek opens his eyes. White ceiling, textured, fluorescent lights humming, that electrical buzz. He's lying down. Hospital bed? No, too soft. Motel bed. He sits up. His head pounds. The room spins, then settles. Standard motel room, queen bed, dresser with mirror, TV mounted on the wall, curtains drawn, cheap landscape painting, the kind they buy in bulk. Where is he? Derek looks around. His duffel bag on the floor, his jacket on the chair, his phone on the nightstand. He grabs it. Screen locked, he unlocks it. Calendar opens. Today, October 19th, Thursday. He blinks. What's the date? What's today supposed to be? He can't remember. He opens his messages. Last text from his sister. Safe travels. Call when you get there. Sent Wednesday. Yesterday. Get where? Derek opens his email. Confirmation. Oblivion Transit. Portland to Seattle. Seat D. Last row. Departure. 2:45 a.m. Oct 19. Today. This morning. But it's... Derek checks the time. 2:17 p.m. Afternoon. Did he miss the bus? No, he went. He remembers going. He remembers everything. The grey sky, the breathing, the bridge, Crane, the second chance, the price, He remembers dying, doesn't he? Or was it a dream? Derek stands, goes to the bathroom, looks in the mirror. His face, normal, tired, hair messy. 3-day stubble. He splashes water, cold, real. He smells the motel soap. Chemical lavender, real. He hears traffic outside, real. All real. So the bus was... What? A nightmare? He walks back to the bed, sits, tries to piece it together. He was in Portland for work. A conference. 3 days. Flew in Monday. Conference Tuesday and Wednesday. Was supposed to take the bus back Thursday, today, at 2:45 a.m. Save money. But he's here, in this motel, in Portland. He missed the bus. Or... cancelled. Derek checks his email again. No cancellation confirmation, just the original ticket. Unused. Or used. He doesn't know. He stands again. Paces. Something on the dresser catches his eye. A ticket stub. He picks it up. Oblivion Transit, Portland to Seattle, Seat D, last row, departure 2:45 a.m. Oct 19. Passenger, Derek Pierce. Validated. There's a punch mark where they validate it. He went. He did go. But then why is he here? Why isn't he in Seattle? Derek's hands shake. He flips the ticket over. On the back, handwritten in red ink, "You remembered. Now choose. Keep forgetting or live with the loss. C. C. Crane." Derek drops the ticket, backs away. His phone buzzes, text from his sister. "Did you make it?" He stares at the message. Did he? Make it where? Seattle or somewhere else? He types, "I'm in Portland, still." Her response comes immediately. "What? I thought you left this morning?" "I did. I think I did." "Derek, are you okay?" Is he? Derek looks at the ticket on the floor, looks at his reflection in the mirror across the room. In the reflection, he sees the motel room. Normal. But in the mirror's mirror, The small one over the dresser reflected in the large one, he sees something else. Just for a second. Seat D. Last row. Grey sky through a window. Then it's gone. Just the motel again. Derek picks up the ticket, reads the message again. Keep forgetting or live with the loss. What loss? He tries to remember, pushes against that curtain in his mind. Behind it, a memory. Blurry, painful, someone, a face, a name, someone he was going to Seattle to see, someone he lost. The memory slips away. The harder he grasps, the faster it fades. Derek sits on the bed, holds the ticket, and realizes maybe he's still on the bus. Maybe this motel room is what his mind created to cope. Maybe the choice Crane offered isn't real or fake. Maybe it's worse. Maybe he gets to choose which reality to believe. The one where he's alive in a Portland motel, confused and safe. Or the one where he's dead in a bus at the bottom of the Sound, still trying to remember what he traded for just one more try. Derek looks at his phone, opens the calendar, scrolls forward. Tomorrow, October 20th, Friday. Nothing scheduled. Blank. He can go home. Book a flight. Leave this behind. Forget the bus. Forget Crane. Forget the bridge. Or he can buy another ticket. 2:45 a.m. Seat D. And try to remember. Outside, a bus horn sounds. Long, low. Derek walks to the window. Parts the curtain. Down in the parking lot, a bus, grey and black. Logo on the side. Oblivion Transit. Engine running, no passengers visible, but the driver sits in his seat. Even from the third floor, Derek can see him. Pale, grey eyes, looking up, at Derek's window. Crane raises one hand, waves, slow, deliberate, then points at his wrist, where a watch would be. Taps it twice. Derek lets the curtain fall closed, backs away from the window. His phone buzzes again. Sister. Derek? He doesn't answer. He can't. Because he doesn't know which Derek she's talking to, the one who's alive or the one still trying to remember why he died. Derek never found out the truth. Maybe he's still in that motel. Maybe he's still on that bus. Maybe he's alive. Maybe he died in October and this is just the memory of someone who couldn't let go. The thing about second chances is they always cost something. And the thing about memory is you never realize what you've forgotten until you need it most. 3 weeks after that night, a news report aired. Oblivion Transit Bus, 4119, found at the bottom of the Tacoma Narrows. No passengers recovered, no driver. Last departure logged, October 19th, 2:45 a.m., Portland to Seattle. The passenger manifest listed 7 names. Derek Pierce was number 8. Unregistered, uncounted. Like he was never there. Or like he's still trying to board. What do you think happened? Did Derek take the second chance or is he still choosing? Leave your theory in the comments. And if you enjoyed this story, hit that like button and subscribe. Because sometimes the scariest journey is the one where you can't remember why you started it. The second chance has a price you don't remember losing.